Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada, and I like making lashing videos. And today we are going to be doing a spiky doll eye set that is very textured and wispy. But before I get into any of my videos, I always put a disclaimer that everything that I'm sharing with you guys is completely subjective to what I like to do. My methods and techniques that I am providing you guys are just for educational purposes. I want to provide an avenue of learning for you guys, but sometimes the techniques that work for me might not work for you. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, and I always encourage people to continue learning from different sources and different creators. But getting into the set today, we are going to be doing the volume set that has a lot of texture, that's spiky, and it is a doll eye style. I am using 9 to 13 millimeter fans, and in between these fans I am doing 13 to 16 millimeter spikes, which is what adds that nice texture. And the fans are 0.05. We are doing D and double D curl. Because it is doll eye, it's D curl all the way except for the very outer corners are double D to give a nice lifted look so that they aren't weighing the eye down. Now I do like doing sets like this because it adds a lot of creative freedom as a lash tech. If you go back into any of my other videos, you will be able to see that I've worked with this client before, and all her sets turn out very different because she allows me to have creative freedom. The only thing that she ever asks is for the spikes and for the texture because she really likes it, and then make it doll eye. Because she does have round eyes, we always say to make sure it's a doll eye. I find that when you do a cat eye on a round eye, it really does bring that eye down, and I will do a whole video on cat eye, doll eye, and like kind of wet lash look. Like I'll do all the looks, but for this one, it is a doll eye because her eyes are very round. And so I did get a lot of questions on my other video about how I achieve this look or how I achieve so much texture. And I think the one thing that I try to emphasize to everybody is that you need to be able to do the jump in sizes from fan to spike. And what I mean by this is, for example, the inner corners of this client, we are using I'm using 9 millimeters D curl fans in the very inner corners, and this allows me to kind of create a base for the set and kind of fill in the gaps, but also add some density into the look. And then after I add 3 fans from the inner corners, I go ahead and jump up to 13 millimeter spikes. So it'll be 9 millimeter fan, 9 millimeter fan, 9 millimeter fan, and then we're going to jump up and do a 13 millimeter spike. Now with the spikes, depending on how much you grab from the lash strip, can really affect the amount of spikes you're going to use in that section. So for example, sometimes I would add 2 spikes if my spikes are super thin. But let's say I grabbed a spike that's on the thicker side, I won't need to add 2 spikes because that density is always there. Sometimes if I really want to emphasize those spikes and really make it spiky, like in my other videos, you will see that I will add like 6 spikes into one row of lashes, and this really adds that nice density and that nice spike without damaging the lash. And it looks like one large spike, but realistically it's like 6 spikes bunched together, and then I use primer to adhere them together at the very end. For this one, I actually tried to create more of a textured look, trying to really add some organization, but also create a nice wispy texture to the entire look itself. Because I do know that some girls really like a messy type of look, like very messy, very wispy, the lashes are crisscrossing, and honestly, I think that it looks nice on some clients. For myself as a lash tech, I try to stay away from too much crisscrossing because I find that I really enjoy the directional placement. However, I try to kind of add different styles sometimes. I like to play around and kind of really experiment. And so with this one, I did add some crisscrossing spikes, as if you wait at the very end and see the results of this set, you will see that a lot of them are crisscrossing, and this is to add a little bit more texture. So it's also a little bit more organized because I did follow the mapping style of doing like the 9mm, and then I went up to 13 and then went back down to 9mm from the outer corner to create the doll eye. Sometimes I will just kind of sporadically just add a bunch of sizes, and that just kind of creates a very textured, very random type of look. But for this set, I tried to keep it more organized because, like I said before, this client allows me to have creative control, I guess. And for this set, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to keep it organized. But like I said, go back into my other videos and you will be able to see how textured I can really get these types of sets. And if you are wondering like how I even get these types of sets to go, it's really random. Like every set that I do that's like a textured spiky set, it turns out different, and that's just because, you know, not every set that you're gonna do is gonna look the same. And again, remember, like, lashes fall out, so sometimes I can't lash a certain section because you can see that there are new lashes growing and they might be in the anagen stage or the telogen stage or whatever stage it is. You have to make sure that you're not ruining that natural lash. So the sets will sometimes look a little bit different, and they won't always kind of match what you were thinking in your head, because sometimes some lashes are not able to be lashed. And yeah, so that's basically the set. There's nothing really too much to it. Like, I know that sometimes people get a little bit confused as to how it looks so textured or how there's so many spikes, and like I said before, it's just a jump in the size. Realistically, you want to play around with it. I think once, so for the one set that I did, I think with this client 2 sets back, if you scroll down on my page, it's very like spiky and textured looking. That was because I did like 9mm and then I would jump up to like 15, and that created a really cool spiky look. So again, I'll probably upload this client's look several times because she, like I said, she allows me to kind of have fun. So next time, if I decide to kind of like lash randomly or more randomly, you will be able to see that I can have fun and really create like really drastic spikes. But when you look at the end of this one, I only increased the spikes from the fans by 3mm, so it's not too crazy. The spikes are prominent but not like intense in any way. And even from this point of view, you can kind of see how spiky it is from the bird's eye view. Also, sorry guys for the way I am filming. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing because I'm trying different camera angles, so it's very difficult for me to kind of maneuver my hands. I always focus more on getting the set done as neatly as possible rather than trying to show on the camera how well I can do it because I really want this set to turn out clean. But stay tuned for the very end. There's only like 2 minutes left of this video and you'll be able to see the finished results. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I also will link every single one of my tools in the description box, and I will do an updated kind of lash supply, not haul, but kind of like the tools that I used because I have updated my stuff recently. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my engagement. And thank you guys so much for 2K. I finally hit 2,000 and it's really exciting. So I'm really happy with this journey, and it's been a really good lash journey. Honestly, I am very happy with the results, and I'm super happy with everybody supporting me and constantly commenting and just like being very supportive of this channel. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week, Sunday at 6:15. Bye guys. Mix it all together for each other.
It's kinda crazy, the kinds of things life throws at you. I never knew I'd feel so safe in your arms. Now you're all I need. It wasn't long before I knew that I fell for you and you had my heart. As fast as the